Welcome back, warrior. We're reading 2 Kings chapter 7. Elisha prophesies incredible plenty in Samaria. The Syrians host flee at a noise of battle and leave their possessions. Israel takes spoil from the Syrians. Okay, we're going to try and read this quick because we need to be somewhere for work soon. And we just need to read this. Hopefully it is a good, good thing. Okay, verse 1. Then Elisha said, Hear ye the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, tomorrow about this time shall a measure of fine flour be sold for a shekel, and 2 measures of barley for a shekel in the gate of Samaria. And the Lord, on whose hand the king leaned, answered the man of God and said, Behold, if the Lord would make windows of heaven, behold, if the Lord would make windows of heaven in heaven, might this thing be? Okay, now I'm reading too fast that I'm messing up. And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shalt not eat thereof. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate. And they said one to another, Why sit we here until we die? If we say, oh, and now my battery's about to die. If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city and we shall die there. And if we sit still there, and if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore, come and let us fall into the host of the Syrians. If they save us alive, we shall live. If they kill us, we shall die. And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they were come to the uttermost part of the camp of Syria, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord hath made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. They said one to another, Lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight and left their tents and their horses and their donkeys, even the camp as it was, and fled for their lives. So that's amazing. And when these lepers came to the uttermost part of the camp, they went into the one tent and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again and entered into another tent, and carried thence also, and went and hid it. Then they said one to another, We do not well, this day is a day of good tidings. And we hold our peace. If we tarry till the morning light, some mischief will come upon us. Now therefore come, that we may go and tell the king's household. So they came and called unto the porter of the city, and they told them, saying, We came to the camp of the Syrians, and behold, there was no man there, neither voice of man, but horses tied and donkeys tied, and the tents as they were. And he called the porters, and they told it to the king's house within. Okay, I don't know how much time is transpiring, but they need to get there if that's what they want to do, right? And the king arose in the night and said unto his servants, I will now show you what the Syrians have done to us. They know that we be hungry. Therefore they gone out of the camp to hide themselves in the field, saying, When they come out of the city, we shall catch them alive and get into the city. And one of the servants answered and said, Let some take, I pray thee, 5 of the horses that remain, which are left in the city. Behold, they are as the multitude of Israel, and left in it. Behold, I say, they are even as all the multitude of the Israelites that are consumed, and let us send and see. And they took therefore 2 chariot horses, and the king sent after the host of the Syrians, saying, Go and see. And they went after them unto Jordan, and lo, all the way was full of garments and vessels, which the Syrians had cast away in their haste. And the messengers returned and told the king. And the people went out and spoiled the tents of the Syrians. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord. And the king appointed the Lord, on whose hand he leaned, to have the charge of the gate. And the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died, as the man of God had said, who spake when the king came down to him. And he came to pass, as the man of God had spoken to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley for a shekel, and measure of fine flour for the shekel, shall be tomorrow, but this time in this gate of Samaria. And the Lord answered the man of God, and said, Now behold, if the Lord should make windows of heaven, might such a thing be? And he said, Behold, thou shalt see it with thine eyes, but shall not eat thereof. And so it fell out unto him, for the people trode upon him in the gate, and he died. Okay, I'm like so confused. I thought some good things were happening. I don't know what happened. But we're going to read this part and we will be done. So the king's men then went and searched all the way to Jordan, and along the way they found garments and vessels that had been cast away in haste. The Syrians' army was indeed gone. The king then sent the people out to take the tents, to take whatever they needed. Now Samaria had so much food that it became more affordable. So a measure of fine flour was sold for a shekel. And the madness of the gate of the city caused the king's officer to be trampled, so just as Elijah had prophesied, that the officer would see the food but not partake. Oh man, prophets can see around corners, and do not get on the wrong side of that. All right, that is it for for 2 Kings chapter 7 until 2 Chronicles. Stay strong, warrior.